Here are a list of 3 iconic characters that have been around in media for so long that at some point they were switched out with their own sons. What do I mean by that? Well, let's begin. Coming in on this list at number 3 we have Donkey Kong. First appearing in 1981's arcade game by the same name, Donkey Kong, the character would go on to have a son named Donkey Kong Jr., and that son would go on to have a son, and that son's name would be also a Donkey Kong. That's right, the Donkey Kong that fights Jumper Man for the virtue of Paula is actually Cranky Kong, and the gorilla with the red necktie is his grandson. I actually believe this to be intentional, considering the first scene in Donkey Kong Country is Cranky standing on red beams just like the original Donkey Kong from the 1981 game. Then we have the new Donkey Kong push him out of the way, and it changes to the jungle theme. This is clearly them differentiating the 2 different Donkey Kongs. Now, I know what you're saying yourself. You're saying this guy said at the beginning of the video, we were going to cover characters that became their own father, not grandfather. What, has he got water in the brine? Well, because of the recently released Super Mario movie, it has been retconned that Cranky Kong is actually Donkey Kong's father, negating Donkey Kong Jr. entirely. Coming in at number 2, we have a character who goes by the name of Goofy Goof, by far the character that existed longer than any other character on this list. Goofy is a cartoon dog and is best friends with Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. This Disney character makes his first debut in the animated short Mickey's Review, in which he plays an audience member with a very distinguished laugh. He would later appear in comic book strips under the name of Dippy Dog. His name officially became Goofy in 1939 when they released the film Goofy and Wilbur. Now, I know what could be going through your mind right now. Maybe this is just a character design change. Well, I doubt it, since in the House of Mouse episode Goofy's Menu Magic, Goofy takes over Gus the Goose's duties as chef. When Goofy states that he's working on some popcorn, we then hear him asking, "How's the corn coming, Pop?" Hard cut to Goofy's father peeling an ear of corn. Father's character design looks exactly like Dippy Dog. Clearly Goofy's dad is Dippy Dog. And at some point, perhaps when the name changed, the character changed too, and they switched the 2 out. And coming in at number 1 is Nick Fury. Created in 1963, initially a Caucasian man, and he was turned black for the Ultimate Marvel comic book run, which takes place in an alternate reality than Earth 616. The blackened Nick Fury design was actually based off Samuel Jackson and has been around since 2001, 7 years before Samuel Jackson would appear as Nick Fury in Iron Man. To make the comic book Nick Fury look more like the MCU Nick Fury, they retconned it so that black Nick Fury is actually white Nick Fury's son, and we all know that eye patches are a hereditary gene. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video of 3, I got a few more ideas. Like and subscribe. Thanks again.